standoff at the Coyote Pass final showdown.
There's been more effort put into creating pain and hurting each other.
It all began with a chime, not a courtroom this time, but a video call. The camera then zooms in on a laptop screen flickering to life. One by one, the faces appear: Meri, Janelle, Christine. And finally, Kody. His square is slightly blurred, like a man hiding behind his own Wi-Fi signal. Robyn's face is absent. Her excuse? Too emotional to attend. But the silence. It was louder than her absence. This was the first time all 4 ex-wives had been on a single call with Kody since the implosion of the family. The topic: Coyote Pass, but the emotion. Raw, unfiltered, and decades in the making. Christine smirks first. So, now you want to discuss shared vision. Kody leans back in his chair. He has rehearsed this moment. I think it is time we finish what we started with the land. But before he can get the word fair out, Janelle cuts in. You didn't want fair when you titled it all to yourself and Robyn. Meri, ever the slow burn, doesn't interrupt. She just stares into the screen. But when she speaks, oh, it lands like thunder. You made us sign everything on trust. But trust does not stand up in court. Kody sighs. It wasn't personal. It was logistics. Christine laughs hard. You mean betrayal was just business? Off-camera TLC producers are scrambling. This wasn't scheduled, this wasn't scripted, but it was pure gold. A production team member texts the executive producer. We need to cut this into the episode. This is the real season 20 bombshell. And just like that, it went from being a simple Zoom call to the most explosive moment since Christine left. The call rolls on, every second ticking like a bomb. The screen splits into quarters. 4 faces, 4 pasts, 1 battlefield. Kody attempts to regain control. Look, we're all emotional, but we need to act like adults. But Christine isn't buying it. I was protecting the vision. I'm the one who's always made the hard decisions. Meri interrupts bitterly. Hard decisions? You legally married 1 wife and made the rest of us tenants. The silence is deafening. Robyn suddenly speaks up. Her voice quivers, not from fear, but from calculation. We didn't mean any harm. It was just getting complicated. Too many voices. Too many voices? That lands like a slap. She turns, rage creeping into her words. You mean too many women with a right to their own property? Cutaway to the TLC team once again. They're layering in the chaos. Emergency family call? Flashes across the screen. Faye narrator, what happens when the wives finally fight back? Preview clips roll of Robyn crying, Gwen slamming her phone down, and Janelle walking out of frame. Then a final stinger. Christine looks at the camera and, in her own home, says, Kody's not just losing a family, he is losing his legacy. And just like that, the unraveling starts. The camera cuts to aerial shots of Coyote Pass, dry, undeveloped, and full of unspoken tension. This isn't land anymore. It is the symbol of everything lost and everything still at stake. Christine's voice comes in through a solo confessional. She says, we sacrificed a lot for Coyote Pass. We waited. We followed rules. And now we're being told we never had a stake in it at all. A graphical map appears, showing the original land divisions, 4 sections, 4 names, Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn. But one by one, the names fade out until only Robyn's remains. A new layer hits. Legal documents, property ownership records from 2023 flash onto the screen. The only 2 names listed as legal owners, Kody Brown and Robyn Brown. The record shows a transfer filed under joint tenancy, made quietly, without any public disclosure to the others. Back to Meri on the video call. She is stiff, her expression unreadable. But her voice doesn't waver. So we waited, and paid taxes, and built a show for what? Kody, for you to sign it over to your favorite? An angry Kody fires back. You weren't showing interest anymore. Christine left Meri. You barely talked to me, Janelle. You were off doing your own thing. But Janelle doesn't flinch. She shoots back. And yet, we all funded it. That land was paid for with show money, brand money. Money from businesses we all worked. There is a fast montage. Meri's boutique deposits, Janelle's wellness coaching ads, Christine doing public interviews, all income generated under the family umbrella, and all now tied to land that only 2 people legally own. Then, the surprise twist, one of Kody's older sons, Gabe, joins in on the video call. "Dad, you know Mom contributed. Why are you pretending she didn't?" He cuts in calmly but firmly. There's silence. Kody's jaw tightens. On the other side of the call, Robyn's eyes flicker. She hasn't spoken yet, but her body language shifts, a flicker of discomfort, a quiet guilt. The earth is still there in the background, but it is no longer serene. It is haunted with the sound of betrayal. The tension is rising. Following the minutes of back and forth, all eyes turn to Robyn. She has been quiet, too quiet, through the heated video call. But now, Janelle turns to her directly. "Robyn," she says, her voice steady but sharp. "You're co-owner of land we all paid for. Why didn't you speak up?" Robyn hesitates. Her lips part, but nothing comes out at first. Then finally, she mutters, "I didn't know all the details." Kody said he was handling it. "I trusted him." Christine shakes her head, annoyed. "You didn't know, Robyn. Your name is on 3 of the 4 parcels. How does that happen by accident?" Robyn tries to deflect. I thought people weren't interested anymore, that you had moved on." Meri's voice cuts through, colder than before. "I never moved on, I was pushed out." It gets quiet on the video call, the kind of silence that hums louder than any shouting match. Frustrated, Kody rubs his temples but doesn't say a word. That is when another bombshell drops. Christine opens her email on the screen. Sharon says, "I wasn't going to show this, but we need to be honest now." She pulls up a message, dated March 2021, from Robyn to a real estate contact. The message reads, "Let's finalize everything. The family was falling apart. I didn't want more fighting. I thought if it was just handled quietly." Christine explodes. "Handled quietly? You mean stolen quietly?" Kody finally raises his voice. "We're not doing this now. This is a private matter." But Gabe, Kody's son, isn't having it. "No, Dad. This became public the moment you signed that land over like it belonged to just you two." A new reality settles in on the call. The family isn't just splintered, it is fracturing in real time. And for the first time, Robyn's image, so carefully polished for cameras, begins to crack. The expressions shift: disbelief, anger, hurt, even pity. This is beyond a misunderstanding anymore. It is a full-scale reckoning. After some time, the silence on the video call is broken. A voice, young and nervous but firm, crackles through. It is Gwen. Gwendolyn, Christine's daughter, leans toward the camera. "You all told us this land was for the future, for all of us. So why is only Robyn's name on it?" She is not yelling. She doesn't have to. Her voice is clear, disappointed, and worse, disillusioned. Next to her, Isabel, Christine's other daughter, adds, "We helped build that dream, and now you're telling us it's only for some of us." The adult wives shift uncomfortably, but Kody doesn't bat an eye. "Gwen," Kody says shortly, "that is not how property works. It is complicated. You are a kid, wrong move." Gwen straightens up. "I am 22, Dad. Old enough to vote, old enough to pay bills, and definitely old enough to read a deed with only 2 names on it." Christine nods, trying to conceal a smirk, but it is too late. Kody just undermined his own daughter on a family call, on camera, and the chat starts to go off. Then comes that plot twist nobody ever saw coming. Logan, the oldest brown child, and once the silent golden boy, unmutes. "This isn't just about land," he says. "This is about a pattern." All heads turn. You make promises, you change the goalposts, you tell each wife something different, and expect no one to compare notes. That is what is happening here. Robyn tries to interject, but Logan cuts her off. "I'm not blaming you, Robyn, but let's not pretend this wasn't coordinated." A pause. Then Savannah jumps in. "Janelle was paying taxes on land that didn't have her name." "That is fraud, Kody. You taught us integrity. What happened to that?" Kody's jaw clenches. "This is out of control. We're not doing this here." Meri, in a calm, sharp tone. "Then where, Kody? Because we're all here now, your wives, your children, your past, your future. And in one fell swoop, the very platform he once used to unite his family, a group video call, becomes the stage for his unraveling. This isn't just backlash anymore. It is a generational revolt. The kids, the very legacy Kody always claimed to be building for, are no longer on his side. Just when the tensions seem to peak, Christine shifts forward in her chair. There is a hesitation in her breath, not fear, but calculation. She has been holding something back. "Since we're being honest," she says slowly, "there is something I think everybody deserves to see." Kody freezes. Robyn sits upright. The energy in the room flips, suffocating even through the screens. Christine reaches off camera and comes back holding a phone. "This," she continues, "is from 2019, a dinner we had after that big family meeting at Coyote Pass. You thought the camera crew left, but my phone was still recording." Meri's eyes widen. Janelle's jaw tightens. Christine hits play. It is Kody's voice, unmistakable. "If they don't get on board with my plan, I'll just shift the deeds. Robyn and I can handle it ourselves. We'll say it was a tax thing. They won't know until it's too late." Gasps ripple through the video call. The silence is louder than any scream. He lunges forward, his face red as he attempts to speak. That's taken out of context. But it is too late. Christine addresses the camera directly, her voice controlled and cold. "You built this whole dream on our backs, then planned how to cut us out when we stopped agreeing with you." Robyn, pale, tries to explain. Kody was frustrated. He didn't mean it like that. He was venting. Janelle shakes her head. "No, he meant it. You both did." The leaked footage spreads instantaneously. Kids that are standing by, witnessing this from outside the circle, hit record on their phones. Within minutes, a copy is floating across group chats, then fan accounts, then public. A tweet goes viral. Christine Brown just dropped footage that exposed Kody's betrayal. Sister wives. Coyote Pass conspiracy. Meri speaks again. Quiet, but steely. "You said you worked harder. You said we didn't care. But now it's clear, the only thing we didn't do was betray the people who trusted us." The video call is chaos now. Emotional meltdowns, shifting alliances, Kody's attempt at control, crumbling pixel by pixel. But it's not just a family call anymore, it is proof. And Christine just dropped the bomb that may change everything. Silence sets again, heavy and electric. After Christine's video plays, muttering under his breath, his face burning with fury, Kody realizes the damage is now done. Then, Robyn breaks. "I didn't know," she says, as her voice cracks. "I didn't know it was going to turn into this." "No," Janelle's voice is like steel. "Then explain this." She holds up a printed document on her screen, crisp and clear. It is the 2021 addendum to the family's TLC contract. The heading reads, "Sole Ownership Adjustment Clause. Parties, Kody Brown, Robyn Brown." Christine adds, "This clause was inserted without informing the rest of us. It grants Kody and Robyn exclusive control over land, use footage rights, which means they get the profits from any future show segments about Coyote Pass." Meri leans forward slowly, completely stunned. "You monetized our future without us?" Kody slams his desk. "That was legal strategy. The network needed clean signatures." Unfazed, Janelle responds, and yet somehow, again, the chat explodes. The other adult kids start joining in the call. One by one, Gwen appears, arms crossed. "Is this why Mom got ghosted in the will discussions too?" Peyton comes in, visibly angry. "So it was always about protecting Robyn's side of the family. Robyn is trembling now. We didn't mean to exclude anyone," Kody just thought. Meri cuts her off. Kody knew. And you went along with it. That's not protection, that's complicity." At this point, the family's longtime producer, an insider at TLC named Rick, unmutes. "This isn't just a personal matter anymore," Rick says with caution. "There are network implications. That contract breach could trigger a full review." Kody glares into the screen. "You're not in charge of this family." Rick replies evenly. "No, But TLC owns the footage, and if the contracts were misrepresented, that is a breach of ethics, possibly fraud. Robyn begins to cry again, but this time, nobody hurries to comfort her. The walls are closing in, everything they buried is rising, and for the first time, Kody looks cornered. Anything else that we should know? Meri asks firmly. Rick hesitates, then nods. There's more. On the video call, everyone freezes as Rick, a producer at TLC, leans forward. There are archived files, he says slowly. Behind, the scene's audio that was never aired, but it was recorded internal mic packs. Kody's face goes ghost white. What recordings? Robyn whispers. Rick continues. There is one in particular. February 2022, Coyote Pass. You were filming a confessional segment, Kody. You didn't know your mic was still hot. Janelle narrows her eyes. Play it. I shouldn't. Play it, Christine says with finality. Rick exhales, then clicks a button off screen. Static, then a voice. Kody's voice. They think I'm gonna split it fairly, please. They don't even care anymore. Janelle's just pissed because she finally realized I don't owe her anything. A pause, I told Robyn. Once we get the final permit on that lot, it's ours. We just have to keep 'em spinning until TLC wraps season 20. After that, let the lawyers handle it. Gasps erupt. Robyn covers her mouth. No, he didn't say that. That's not what he meant, Meri says quietly. That wasn't just strategy. That was premeditated manipulation. Kody stammers. You don't know the context, Christine interrupts. We do now. Then, Gwen, the daughter who has been watching in silence, unblurs her camera. I have something too, she says. She holds up a phone. This is a voicemail Dad left me the night after that taping. She presses play. Kody's voice again. Don't worry about your mom, I've got this handled. The land's already in my name, the rest is just smoke for the cameras. Dead silence. Then chaos. Janelle's face flushes red. Christine turns her camera off in disgust. Meri just shakes her head. Kody tries to speak, but nobody listens. His image getting smaller as everyone one by one leaves the call. Only Robyn remains. With tears streaming down her face, she says one final thing. I thought we were building something real, not this. She hangs up the phone. Now only Rick is on screen. He looks into the camera and says, this changes everything. Fade to black. The video call is over, yet its aftereffects have just begun. Within hours, social media ignites. Number, Team Janelle. Number, Justice for Christine. Number, Meri Wasright. Number, Coyote Pass. Posed all trending globally. Clips of the leaked audio go viral on TikTok. Reddit threads explode with breakdowns of Kody's strategy. One fan even remixes the audio into a diss track titled, Spinning Lies with Kody Brown. TLC releases a statement. We are aware of newly surfaced audio and internal content related to Sister Wives Season 20. We are conducting a review and taking the matter seriously. Rumors are circulating that TLC may pull Kody from the next filming cycle. Fans start organizing a digital boycott.